A podcast full of mayhem awaits with today's Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma.
And it's mayhem at Chemist Warehouse.
Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price cosmetics sale.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Friday podcast. God, this is a show. This is a show that you're about to hear.
You right?
No, it's just a freaking good one.
Why are you so...
Because I'm like,
hard?
I just look at what I'm
He's chomping at the bit.
rock hard.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
I'm looking at this
Do you know where the
show.
You have
term
to say it in that voice.
chomping from the
too.
bit comes from?
Where's Chom? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do. From the horse.
Horsies.
Correct.
Chomping
Because
in
the thing in their mouth,
Is a
piece of
bit.
metal, is called a bit.
A bit.
Well done to you, city folk.
Yeah.
You impress me every day.
And also,
The country boy is impressed by the city kids.
and
Yeah.
that's why we do bits. You know what I mean? I'm doing a bit.
No, that's
No.
not
we
where
do
that comes
jokes. And
No, bit is like a little snippet
the
of
first,
funny.
The first bit was done by a horse.
from. What are you guys doing this weekend?
I'm getting my hair coloured.
Oh! what colour?
What
I'm just
colour?
going like full brunette.
Oh.
What are you
Well, you
now?
meant like blue or
I'm not,
pink or
I've always
something.
wanted to do blue. I've been pink a number of times, which is super fun, but the maintenance is...
Aren't you
Pain
aren't
in
you
the
full
arse.
brunette now? What is this?
No,
What-
this
what
is
what
like
this?
old.
What is this?
Well, it's all like light colour and dry down the bottom. It's my old colour. I wanted to grow it out so then I could go dark again.
How long does it take you to get a full head done? Because it takes my wife like 6 hours.
Yeah, but she's blonde. If I'm just going to brunette, it takes me like an hour and a half tops.
God, it's
Yeah.
a dream, isn't it? It's a dream. All the blondies
Right.
out there listening.
Well, just don't do anything. That's what I do.
Yeah, we know. We can tell, bro. We can tell.
Just let it grow. Yeah. Got a beard and hair.
Just toss that mane around.
Come here and pull it.
You're at that stage now where people are offering you money on the street. He puts his hat down and can't pick it up with the coins out being it.
Hey, God forbid a man has a hobby.
It's called a side hustle. Look it up.
Sorry, I want to earn some tax-free dollars. The homeless people have to declare their income.
Well, it depends how much they're earning. I mean, if they're also on a breakfast radio contract, yes, probably.
You can't pose as a homeless person. That's messed
As
up.
I said, God forbid a man has a hobby.
Yeah, also, who says he's posing?
Hobby being homeless?
Yeah.
Do you know how bad that sounds?
What do you mean? Be pretty chill. You just sit there and you get money.
It's winter. It's cold.
Yeah,
and
where-
in some places, as we've discussed, it's very wet.
Yeah, chuck a few coats on. He'll be right. He's doing all right for
What
himself.
coats?
Well,
Coats?
he just does this as a hobby.
I've got coats. I'm not homeless.
He's just posing as one.
I'm just a poser.
Yeah.
He's doing really bad poses. This is not a visual medium. But imagine the worst white boy poses. That's
Imagine
what
the
he's
hottest thing that just gets you going.
Mate. And the only way to stop him is drop a couple of $2 coins and he'll stop.
You got change? Any change? Can I wash your window?
What are we doing now?
There's actually
podcast.
this is a
Oh,
podcast.
this is a podcast.
There's actually a really nice homeless guy that lives near me, and he's very polite, and he always says, "Good afternoon."
Is this different to the one that screams at your
No,
wife? that
that's the
she's
other
a
one.
We don't like
slut?
him.
Yeah, no. Then we got quite a few.
Well, that's me.
yeah,
You made that joke the other day.
yeah, it is you. And there's the other
So
one.
it's a
that
different
goes-
guy.
Yeah, it's a different guy. He's like, "Yeah, how you doing, slut?" I go, Jimmy, we've got a radio show soon. What
Give
are you
me
doing?
$2, slut.
Oh, what does this nice one say?
He
Just
says, good afternoon, good morning. Sometimes
What
he
about
gets
good
them-
night?
No,
Rolls over and kisses you. Good night. Good night. Thanks for letting me sleep over.
Meg's like, did you invite Bernie over again? I go, yeah, well, he was
Spicing it up.
he was polite.
Can you guys stop laughing like that? Now I need to go to the toilet. You know, like when you're about to do a wheeler.
Yeah, I'm gonna wee yourself.
I think we're done here.
All right, bye. Enjoy the podcast.
It's a wee.
It's today 1041's
That's right, court is now officially in session.
50K Couple Courtroom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all rise for the Honourable Judge Jim and the Honourable Judge Nath taking to the stand in the couple courtroom. Thank you for standing, jury member Emma. I appreciate the respect in the courtroom.
Finally, some respect on this show.
We never get any respect as we come to you live.
Order!
I'm going to regret giving you that gavel, aren't I?
I feel left out. I know I'm a jury member, but
Yeah.
I want a gavel.
Order! You don't get a gavel.
Silence!
You do not get a gavel because you
I will
are.
not be spoken to like that in my courtroom.
You are a jury member.
Dishonour! Dishonour on you! Dishonour on your family!
Hey, are we going to have a quick judge meeting?
Yeah,
Because you're
probably.
going real hard real early.
I'm drunk with power.
You've
You
come
are.
in really hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome officially to our first live couple courtroom, the verdict day. We are live in our studio or downstairs right now. We literally have, Jim, describe this. We have a courtroom set up for everybody. You can see it on our socials as well.
Yeah, make sure you go to socials at the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma. Phenomenal job. Well done to everyone that made this happen.
Really good.
It is one of my favourite setups we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're in a courtroom. Nathan and I have our little judge area. Em's over there in a jury area.
With no gavel.
And we have
No gavel.
the plaintiff and the waintiff.
Yeah, but plaintiff and the waintiff, as they're known. Well, please welcome our plaintiff, Eliza, and her fiancé, the defendant, Tom. Welcome. So, how are you feeling, Tom? We'll start with you because you've worn your number ones today. You are wearing a suit. Is this the first time you've been to court, Tommy?
Yeah.
You can remember. Eliza, you look fantastic and dressed for court as well. How many outfits did you go through before you realised this was my court outfit?
I dress like this every day.
Multiple.
I'm always ready.
Just a follow-up question. How much do you think that outfit costs in its totality?
Next question. You're having too much fun with the gavels. We don't need it every time.
Yeah.
No, you're only saying that because you don't have one.
That's true.
I've also got a sound effect gavel too, so technically we have three. Okay, now, first things first is we need to recap the argument. So the argument is very simple between Tom and Eliza. They are engaged to be married, Judge Jim. And the argument is whether or not they should have a joint bank account or not. Now, we've heard plenty of evidence throughout the week, expert witnesses, character witnesses. We've heard, problematic statements from both sides. But what we do need to find out now is how much you're actually playing for in damages. We know that the jury, 13-10-60, to decide this case, you will get a guaranteed $1,000 each. We know that. But
Just
now,
for having an opinion, Sydney, 13-10-60.
if the bailiff could please present the envelope to the jury member, Emma Chow, because Emma is about to reveal how much money Tom and Eliza will be playing for out of the guaranteed $50,000 in the couple courtroom. So, Emma, it's over to you right now.
All right.
She's opening the special envelope.
This is huge.
This is huge. This is how much they're playing for.
You are playing for damages for this case between Eliza and Tom, $6,000.
$6,000, Tommy. $6,000. How's that sound, big fella?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Where, would that go straight to the pokies, or what do you think?
Straight in the wedding fund.
Yeah. Oh, good answer. Good answer.
Okay.
Okay.
A solid investment.
This is interesting, Eliza. $6,000. Where does that go?
Shopping.
Okay. All right. Order, everybody. Or the bailiff is going to the first time the bailiff will ever confiscate the gavel from the judge. Don't you look? She's coming over. It is now officially time for closing statements. Before we do enlist a jury, the jury will be paid $13-10-60, $1,000 each. Closing statements, right? This is the final thing that you guys each get to say to try and sway the jury in your favour. Who would like to go first? Or would you like me to pick? Eliza's pointed to Tom. Okay, Tom, closing statements. Over to you right now. The court will hear your closing statements.
I think we shouldn't share the bank accounts because Eliza will spend all my money and she was like, we need it for our future and we need it for our wedding.
Okay, so there's a big concern from you, Tommy, that Eliza will just drain it.
She just said, Tommy, that if you get this $6,000, she's spending it on shopping. You said the wedding fund.
Can I interject?
Well, of course you can, jury member. Wordy jury member.
If you give any woman $6,000, she's going to spend it on handbags, jewellery, clothes. Obviously, that's her answer.
Yeah, but
It's free money. Girl math.
It's not free money.
This
is a courtroom.
Isn't it like a wedding is always about the girl anyway? Like it's her day.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you want that
pretty
money,
much.
Eliza, for the wedding?
Yeah, but it's free.
Okay,
The wedding's free.
Okay.
Free out of my pocket.
Order. Okay, Eliza, onto the microphone. Let's hear it. I want to hear passion from you. Closing arguments to get, because the jury is hearing this. They're about to call 131060 for a guaranteed $1,000. The joint bank accounts, you want it. Eliza, what is your closing argument for everybody to hear?
Okay, we've been together for years. We share expenses like groceries, rent, power bills. We're getting married. I think it's really important in marriage and to have a happy, healthy marriage to be really transparent. And how are you transparent if you don't have, like, you're not seeing the incomings and the outgoings? How is that transparency?
So this is you think this is a trust issue?
It's a trust issue.
Judge Jim is bored.
No, I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
That was your opinion.
Did you hear? Oh, sorry.
You are allowed to yawn. Okay,
Yeah.
so you think you're putting this down to trust, Eliza, in the courtroom?
I'm just saying it has layers.
Okay, so Tom, do you?
Onions have layers.
I was going to say that.
I have one question.
You can throw a question out, jury member Emma.
So you did just mention rent there. Do you own property together? Is one question.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Is property on the cards, Tom?
100%.
Okay, is property on the cards for you, Eliza, or is a new wardrobe on the cards?
Yeah, like he'll get property, and then because we're married, you know,
It'll be our property.
our property.
Yeah, no, I understand. Eliza, you really need to work on your argument skills. Okay, 131060. Here's what we need now. The jury, it is over you. It is out of our hands, Jim. It is completely out of our hands.
It may be hard to get through. I'm looking at the phones. It looks like we've already got a full board
Yeah, that's the thing.
because we're paying our jury members. But don't worry, if you can't get through on the phones this Friday, next Friday,
Yes.
Friday after.
The couple courtroom continues, of course. Todayfm.com.au if you want to register, because these two are playing for $6,000.
Could be you next Friday.
$6,000 guaranteed. One of you will be walking away with it. 131060.
And one of you will be walking away from it.
Yes.
With nothing. Okay, jury, we need you. Jump on the phones right now. We need a decision. All right, let's bring in our first jury member. Amy's our first jury member. If we could answer Amy, please. Amy, welcome to the couple courtroom. Hello, Amy.
Hi, guys.
You've guaranteed yourself $1,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the jury. Tom and Eliza can hear you. Who are you voting for and why?
Hi, guys. Look, I am siding with Tom. I don't think that sharing a bank account with a shopaholic is a good idea. It's the start of the end of a relationship. I'm a massive tight ass too, Tom. So save your pennies, have a little slap at night, and live your life.
Wow! Okay.
Eliza is absolutely gobsmacked. Eliza, she's trying to the tissue. Fake tears.
Where's the girls?
Where is the girls?
You know what, babe? You know what? And if you don't work out, at least you've got your own bank account. You can just take your own money and run.
She's backpedaling
Eliza,
now.
what do you want to say? I mean, one of the girls has already turned against you, mate. How do you feel?
I might have my own bank account, but it's empty.
Okay, there you go. We have one vote, Amy. Let's go to Elma, our second jury member from Camden. Elma, welcome.
Hey, how are we?
We're good,
We're
Elma.
good, Elma.
You've guaranteed yourself $1,000.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the jury. Not that it's about that, because you're doing this for justice. Am I right, Elma? You're not doing it for
Yes,
the money.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Excellent.
I am on Eliza's side.
Oh,
Okay.
Team Eliza. Okay.
Why are you on Eliza's side, Elma
Yeah,
Fudd?
show
I
you.
believe if you want to get married and you want to be together, then everything should be together. You should make sacrifices together. You should save together, and you should look after each other.
But
Eliza's
Elma,
literally gone.
Elma, you said there's
Yeah.
sacrifices together, but from what I've
Yep.
gathered this week, it will only be Tommy who will be sacrificing.
My wallet.
If Eliza loves Tommy, then she's got to start making sacrifices too. But there's no
Okay.
point going into a marriage if you're not together.
Okay.
With everything.
Eliza, what do you want to say about that?
If his bank account was empty, I'd still be with him. And we would still share bank accounts.
Well, that's true.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, that's
Okay, so, and what do we got? Well, we got
1-1.
1-1 each. Okay, here we go. Lance from Moorebank. Welcome to the jury, Lance. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. Lance, you've guaranteed yourself $1,000. Where is your vote going? Is it going for the defendant, Tom, or the plaintiff, Eliza, in the couple courtroom?
I'm going with Tom.
Okay, boys.
Together.
Okay, why is that, Lance? Why are you going with Tommy?
Mate, I've actually done the same thing, and I've got to ask my partner if I want to go down to the pub with my mates for some sort of cash.
Okay, so it becomes a permission thing. Once you share, you have to ask permission.
Definitely.
They can
Permission
see.
slip.
Yeah.
It's a permissive.
Dangerous.
See, Jim, obviously we're not biased in this situation,
No.
but discussing personally, you and
Yeah.
I, this was a concern because we love going to the pub.
Oh, I'll be going to the pub today. And I
Yeah,
can't.
I'm going as well.
Okay, all right. So we've
Two-
got
two to Tommy.
2 to Tom, 1 for Eliza. Courtney from Windsor. Welcome to the couple courtroom jury. Hello, Courtney.
Hello. Don't worry, Eliza. I'm a real girl's girl.
Oh, chicks.
So you're voting for...
Eliza.
It would have been
Tom.
funny if you said Tom.
I was waiting for it.
Well, what do you want to say to Tom?
Well, you're marrying her. That's joint vows, joint responsibilities, joint arguments over where to order dinner, but a joint bank account is all of a sudden too intimate. And let's talk about the financial pay gap. Statistically, Eliza's likely to earn less. So why should she disadvantaged and not allowed to join her bank account and go shopping?
Tom thought that you had the right reply, Tommy. I mean, you
Also,
sorry,
better-
not yet,
Okay,
Tom.
no.
Shut up.
She's got more.
Better the devil you know, Tom, and know what she's spending than not.
Yeah, but you can't spend what she doesn't have.
Okay, Tom, what do you think about that? Is that a fair argument, or do you think
It is a fair argument. But at the end of the day, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm entitled to my own money.
Yeah, it's a very good
But,
point.
but you chose her,
I
and
know
you want to
that,
build your life
But
together.
the second job is for me to have a bit of play money.
Bit of time. Bit of you
Are
time.
you,
You time. It's
are you
important.
doing the chores at home while, like Eliza's?
I always do
work?
the chores.
Order. That is not issue being discussed. That is, do not bring up another case.
So-
You guys can re-register. Eliza,
Thank you, Courtney.
Eliza, you were nodding profusely to Courtney's statements there. How do you feel about what Courtney was saying?
I agree. Like, better the devil you know, because otherwise, like, sometimes when I get paid, I'll come home and Tom will be like, "What's in that bag? What have you got in that bag?"
I've got to check.
So it sounds like there's trust issues from both sides.
This is huge. To our lovely Emma Chow, the final jury member.
Look at her.
On the 50K couple courtroom. You have the power right now to decide who gets the $6,000. Is it Tommy, which he's going to squirrel away to the wedding for the love of his life? Or is it Eliza, who will leave here in the city today, straight into the shops, Pitt Street, spending all of it?
Straight to Chanel and pick herself up a bag.
I don't think $6,000 gets you a bag.
A small purse.
A key ring.
Depending on the brand.
Emma Chow, the power is entirely in your hands in the couple courtroom, our first $50,000 couple.
My heart is pounding because I know this means a lot to both of you, Eliza and Tom. And having heard everyone else's opinions, I could see how it could work out for either one of you, but I do need to make a decision, and I do have the power. Today, purely based on the fact that you don't currently own property together, I'm awarding the $6,000 worth of damages to Tom. I am so sorry, Eliza.
Happened to girls.
Boys. Down to the pub.
Tommy, put it on Randy Mongrel. Tommy, well done, mate. What do you want to say to jury member Em? She has made that call, $6,000 going into your pocket.
Well, she made the right choice.
Look, you're welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
However,
Oh.
a little portion of that needs to be like a dinner with Eliza or something.
It's already
But
booked.
didn't Tommy say as well that the money, you are going to put it away for the wedding? So
Yeah,
technically,
correct.
Eliza's getting that money.
She still wins.
Yeah.
Eliza, what do you want to say? Are you? I mean, the decision is final within the couple courtroom.
She's pissed.
I know she's pissed off because girls do not want to have fun. Apparently, Eliza, what do you want to say? And will you take this into consideration and accept it as law?
You know what? I will go home and I will reflect on what's been brought up today. And
Is
I would
this
like
tears again? I feel like this is tears again. So
Which handbag were you gonna buy if you got the 6K?
I was going to Louis V, babe.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
We have to talk about Travis Kelce's back hair. He's a big, hairy Yeti.
Yeah,
This is all over the internet.
I didn't realise how much back hair he had going on.
I showed you yesterday,
Yeah.
and my favourite thing was just a random person that tweeted, "This is how you know Taylor Swift is really straight."
Yeah.
Because this is a bloke.
There's
This
a lot
is
of BH.
I mean, he's got a carpet going on the front, which is fine, but the back is like patchy hair.
I am a hairy bloke. Right? Check it out. Right,
Yep.
I'm a hairy bloke, and I do get back hair.
But randoms or like.
Do you take your shirt off?
I
first?
get off
Quickly,
the
real
top.
quick.
Yeah. All right. So,
Show us the back.
see the
It's
top?
only like it's a little
But
bit.
my wife, she,
take the pants off.
she shaves it for me. But what you really want to see is down here. No.
No, apparently it was his back. Can we put it on the socials at the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma?
Yeah.
We'll put it on the story.
Yeah.
Because Digital Horse is there doing nothing. But have a look at it because it's very patchy. Now, allegedly, it's because when he wears, because in the NFL they wear shoulder pads.
gear, yeah.
So there's stuff rubbing on his back.
Yeah.
So really, he would actually be covered in hair.
Yeah.
It's the pads and stuff that have made it patchy, but apparently he's a hairy beast.
He's a hairy beast.
Well, your husband, beautiful, handsome Enzo, he's
Yes.
a hairy Italian man.
Yes, he's a hairy Italian stallion. However, he just gets the random ones on the back, not like a rug.
He's quite chiseled.
But I want to. He is.
so
He's very handsome.
I'd do anything to
roll all over
So
that.
would I. So do I, really. I want to
him
take
from
your
head
calls,
to toe.
though. 13 10 60. Are you or are you with a big Yeti, a.k.a. Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel? Do you love it? Do you grab onto it when you're in sexy time? Do you hate it? Do you want him to, like, laser it off? 13 10 60 up for grabs. Katy Perry tickets for you and 3 friends.
I love that. They're like mini handles.
Hair
Each
handles.
one's
Yeah,
a
like,
hair
you know, the
handle.
guys hold on to the hair on your head, and
Yes.
then maybe the girls hold on to the hair on the back. I don't
Oh,
know.
geez, you get me going over here, Chow. Let me tell you. All right, 13 10 60. Is there someone in your life, a man in your life who's hairy? Got
You
the
could
hairy
be the
back.
hairy Yeti.
Maybe it's you. Hairy back, hairy front. Yetis, we're calling them, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Oliver from Engadine. Hello, Ol.
Up yours, guys. How are you?
Up yours, mate. We're good. Are you one of the great Yetis, Oliver?
Nah, we got a bloke at work who is one of the great Yetis, though.
Oh, okay. Talk me through it. How often have you seen the hair coming out?
So he has an addiction to wearing singlets. So every single day you get to see the Yeti hair wrap around his body, especially when he's like working and stuff like that. Yeah, you actually can't avoid it.
Yeah, okay. So you're seeing like the hairy shoulder blades if he's in the singlet.
Hairy shoulder blades down to sort of like, the arms everywhere.
Oliver, have you brushed up against him when it's been like a hot day and there's a sweaty mat on him?
Yeah, 100%. And it sucks.
You ever thought about whacking him over the back of the head and then just shaving him while he's passed out?
Oh yeah, we've thought about maybe on site once or twice just looking or something and giving him a bit of a premature wax.
Good on you, Dylan from Menai. Hello, Dill.
Up yours, guys.
Up
How are you?
yours, mate. We're good. Do you know a back Yeti?
Yeah, I have my brother. He's legit the missing link when it comes to back hair.
Oh, okay.
He's like Neanderthal.
Yeah, well, it's one of those, he takes his shirt off and we still ask him if he's taking his shirt off or not.
Oh, Dylan.
I want to ask now on 131060, what happened at the Airbnb? Maybe you did something a bit naughty, maybe you broke something, then you went and got it fixed. So maybe the Airbnb owners never found out.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Whatever it is, I'm fascinated because Airbnb is going to start rolling out anti-party technology.
That's one of the main reasons people get Airbnbs is for parties, though, isn't it?
But like that kind of technology they're talking about installing cameras because that's an invasion of privacy.
Great question.
That's a very good question, Emma Chow.
It was a statement.
A statement, a question and a statement.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how you punctuate it at the end.
Yeah.
If it was written down, we'd
know.
We'd
It was
know.
invasion, just so you know, in my head.
Are you asking me? Would you like to know the answer?
Yeah, and like
Or you just-
that's an invasion of privacy, period.
That's an invasion of privacy?
No, period.
Period.
Yeah, can we just
Okay.
work on inflections at the end for
Yeah.
questions,
Well,
guys?
just a hand signal. Like if you have a question in the studio, just raise your hand.
That's a really good idea.
So look, they actually haven't, whether Em's asked or not, I'm going to give you the answer. They actually haven't announced yet exactly how they're going to do this.
Okay, so they haven't figured it out,
So
mate.
there's no- yeah, there's no answer.
They're just trying to scare people. They've got because there's no way of doing it without invading privacy
Yeah.
or having somebody there.
They are asking people to change how they list their property. They don't want party-friendly or event-friendly terminology in the
Yeah.
descriptions.
I remember I had to book a Bucks party once in Byron Bay for 15 blokes, and the only reason I had to do it was because the best man wrote, "We're coming for a Bucks party," and it got denied. So, but how stupid is this from the owners? I then booked it an hour later for the same amount of people over the exact same weekend, and I said, "Work function."
Yeah, or just like it's easier for us to say it's like a girls' weekend or like a mum's weekend or something because then they're like, oh, they're mums, they take care of their house. But when it's heaps of dudes, they're just like, they're going to party.
Just bring butcher's paper and they think it's like a think tank.
But I booked your Bucks party. Yeah. We went to Queenstown, New Zealand. I booked Nace.
I thought we didn't talk about that anymore, mate, because there's a few legal things we're still working through.
I'll try and say the things I can say. I booked that as a golf week because it was a week.
Yes.
It wasn't a weekend, it was a week.
Yeah.
A golf week. And to be fair, Nathan and I, maybe not the other 12 blokes, but Nathan and I did play golf every day.
Yeah, no, we did.
That's fair. You told the truth.
So we told the truth.
Yeah.
But also, I will say, again, just remembering what we can and can't say, there were some debaucherous things that happened at the Airbnb.
Yes.
Such as?
No, I can't say it. But
nothing. You
No,
can't
but
give
there
us
was-
anything.
I was made to scull a beer.
yeah.
Did you have to get a lollipop out of
We
some
made him.
kind of area?
We
as
made
well?
him dress in women's clothing.
Oh, you
It's so
made
silly.
me wear pink.
But look, and we drank this, and it was a bit of a looked like a bomb hit it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't looking great.
I
But
think at one point there was a bomb.
but we cleaned everything up.
Yeah.
Nath even found a.
I didn't find it. Next door, it was a construction site. We just used their skip bin. I heard there's tradies coming the next day being like, did we have 500 beers last night?
But I got a great recommendation from the owner. Like
Okay.
left it in a great. So we didn't break or destroy anything. It was not in a great space, but we cleaned everything up.
Yeah, we broke spirits, but not houses. You know what I mean? That's what we did.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It's a great saying. So 131060. Give us a call. What happened at the Airbnb?
Hello, Courtney.
Hello. We had an Airbnb. It wasn't meant to be a big event or anything like that, just a couple of friends staying. And then I knocked something under the bed and then looked under and found a pair of dirty underwear left from a previous guest.
Ew.
How dirty are we talking?
Oh, like, you could tell. They were, like, bunched up. You could tell they weren't they've fallen out of someone's bag.
Oh,
But
someone in the throes of passion.
Right.
We took that as the go-ahead to drink and...
You took it?
I don't know,
What did you say?
Just stash those
Anyway, so we
undies
took
in
it.
your
We took it.
handbag.
What did you take him?
Watched them, obviously.
Kind of weird. Kendall. Hi, Kendall.
Big up yours, fellas.
Massive up yours, Kendall. What went wrong at the Airbnb, brother?
Well, look, we went up to Newcastle for the footy one weekend, and we took upon a run it straight challenge of our own.
What's that? Wait, what's the run it straight challenge?
If you don't know run it straight, this is actually blowing up online, and I really want to do something on the show with it, right?
Okay.
So it's essentially where people sprint at each other. One person's the tackler, and one person's got a rugby league ball, and they try and it's
So
just
you're running it straight at
yeah,
someone.
it's a collision.
boy thing.
It's a full-on collision.
Yeah.
No, girls can do it too.
Yeah, but I'm never going to run at either of you guys. I'll like end up in Mars or
Exactly,
something.
yeah.
exactly.
Right at this shoulder.
We still got it, is what you're saying. Sorry, Kendall. So
Anyway,
you're doing the run it
continue.
straight challenge?
Yeah, so my mate ran it at me, and I ended up putting him through the bedroom wall.
Through the wall.
Got him.
Today's Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma are off to grab a bargain. And you can too with Chemist Warehouse. Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price cosmetics sale. Cool, bro.